Imagine if I met my younger self,
Yeah.
20 years or more. There's so many things I would tell him, like, because the experience actually molds you. And,
Yeah.
One thing for sure, don't quit. You will get so many challenges. Anybody that tells you it's easy is just setting you up, honestly. There's no shortcut to success because it's the building process. It's like a blacksmith. He has to put the iron in the fire to be able to shape it and everything, And I think that's what it does for us.
My home knows that I've spent a lot of money in music. They all feel that, my music is like my girlfriend. I spend a lot in my music. I still do music because with what they see on TV, they expect to have seen me with Lamborghini and all of that. So something actually happened recently with my brother. I had to buy a lot of stuff for him. I say, eat it. This is music money. eat it. I said, do you know what you're eating right now? When you finish eating, you just ate music money.
It began in a borrowed beats and straight corners, in mixtapes passed hand to hand, in voices that sounded young, restless, and hungry. Nigerian hip-hop did not arrive fully formed. It evolved. From imitation to identity, from copying accents to owning our own. Pidgin met punchlines, indigenous languages met heavy bars, stories of hustle, hope, and home replaced borrowed narratives. And somewhere along the line, Nigerian hip-hop stopped trying to sound American and started sounding African. Today, it travels the world. It collaborates across continents. It influences fashion, slang, and culture. But at its heart, it is still rooted in the streets that raised it. This is the journey of Nigerian hip-hop, not just as a genre, but as an African sound, finding its voice. This is Just Africa on Sook News Television once again. And one more time, I am Omevi Idolo. Welcome to the first segment. In today's episode, we explore the story behind Nigeria's hip-hop revolution through Terry's experiences. From early struggles and breakout hits like Fashi to award-winning recognition at the 2010 Headies. Terry, the Rapman, born Teremba Madaki in Lafia, Nasarawa State, is widely recognized as one of the pioneers of Nigerian hip-hop. Over a career spanning more than 2 decades, Terry has influenced the evolution of Nigerian music industry, blending traditional rhythms with global hip-hop culture and mentoring a generation of artists who dominate the scene today. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Terry to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, should I call you Rapman or I should call you Terry?
Terry the Rapman.
Terry the Rapman.
That's fine.
Oh,
that's
okay.
my rap name.
Yeah, so welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And he is not alone. He is also with an outstanding artist, talent manager, and the CEO of Male Music, Stanslim Odogwu. I wanted to call him Stanslim Odogwu Parara anyways, but I will just hold it at Stanslim Odogwu.
My pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Yes, welcome to the show. Okay, so I will start with Terry. You have been in this industry for a very long period of time. You've made hits, you've done a whole lot. How has the journey been?
Yeah, well, to summarize everything, it's been ups and downs. Yeah. So I'm just glad that I'm a veteran in the game, still doing it. And with the loads of experience I have, now I can also teach as well as, use my music for messages and everything, because there are a lot of young artists out there that's still trying to find their way. Some of them don't even know where to start from.
Yeah.
Like, okay, where do I go? Do I have to go to the studio or anything, So I feel truly blessed to be, be in the game for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe people ask me like,
But let's say 20 years ago, hip-hop was not something that people want to resonate with. When you started, people were not into it, But you decided to go into that genre. What actually led you there?
First and foremost is my love for hip-hop music.
Okay.
That has kept me this long. I love music so much that no matter what I'm doing, there's still always that element of music in it. You understand? And no matter, trust me, there are times I've even tried to quit. But this thing, it's in your DNA. You know? And when you get that feeling or that calling, that's when you know that this is part of your purpose.
Why did you quit when the going was tough?
Well, like I said, it keeps calling me back in. You understand?
Like at a point, did you ever say, "Oh, I'm done"?
Yes.
Like I'm
of course.
done.
Yes, I have. But I got these fans that are so, you know, constantly bugging, or like, Terry, you can't quit. You know, this is what we love. We love you recording. We love hearing new stuff from you and everything. You know, and when people believe in you so much, you know, I know there's like, with that comes great responsibility as well. Yeah. So, you know that you're still in the game.
Yeah.
You know, maybe till I start hearing, we're tired of Terry Rapman. So maybe that's when I might hang the mic.
Yeah.
You know. But for now, it's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, they said also you never dies.
Yes. And even if I do quit music, I still see myself maybe owning a record label or somewhere in entertainment. Yeah, you know, maybe doing movie soundtracks or something musically.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's nice. Okay, so let me ask this young man, Stanslim. See, you came to this studio. If you do not do that before you leave this studio, there's going to be war. Are you ready for the war? Okay, all right. So let's look at you being a talent manager. You have so many people at hand working with, and from what we understand, when it comes to management, they say humans are the most difficult set of people to manage. How do you handle your talents?
Okay, firstly, you know, there's this thing they call about hunger burning. You know, everybody has a picture frame. Everybody, like, as you're sitting here now, you know your target for the year. Okay, I want to go on tour next year and all of that. So most times, because of that hunger, most of them are not patient to want to see, okay, how everything is going to move. And you don't have to blame anybody that has a time frame. So I think at times, that's most of the times when you have that kind of misunderstanding. Or most times, they want to live a free, simple life. And you're like, man, you see, man, guy, you're Terry, you don't need to come out. Or, you know, you don't need to, don't you know who you are? You don't need to, you know, but they want to be free most times. They just want to be themselves. Like, you know, when you get so popular, there are times you cannot just cross the road. You can't just go to the normal book car like that and all of that in quotes because of what would people say and all around. I know they all see talents as superheroes.
Yeah,
you understand? The people they idolize, you know. Like me growing up, those times back in the north, you know, I really loved Terry's work back then, you know. He also influenced me too. And today we're here.
Yeah.
You understand? The truth is this. They say the situation you go through are necessary for you to realize that you're great. You understand? So back and forth, but it's really hard to manage creativity because that's that burning fire.
Yeah.
Most times it's spiritual. It's spiritual. You can't really tell.
Okay.
Yes, because music is spiritual and it's a message. Most times when you get it and you're not getting it out, or that time maybe there's no money for the studio recording and all of that is kind of crazy. You know, and
but you are an artist yourself.
Yes.
So you have to manage yourself, promote your own songs, and manage other artists, create events for them. How are you able to? And please, let's not forget, he's an architect, and I know you are also into building and construction. How do you manage this whole thing, and you ensure that none fails at any point in time?
Okay. When I get questions like this, I just simply tell people that architecture is a solid form of music for me. That's how it works for me because my way of relaxation is music. Because in time memorial, those times when I was in school, when I was studying architecture at Federal University of Technology in Niger State, you know, you can't see us not bumped by Dr. Dre Chronics, you know, Spadmonics from Terry and all of that. That's what keeps on going, even though we're tired of drawing. So somehow, that was how the influence of the music, because the moment you off the music, you're going to be sleepy. You know, because we are like slaves to the drawing board then, you know, before the revolution of computers and all of that.
Yeah.
So there's something we normally do in construction called project planning. So most times when you learn things in certain discipline, you tend to transfer it to the other one. So, and you know, music is mostly weekends or evenings most times, all right? So that's for my relaxation. And I just love people becoming successful more than even myself. Most times I tend to push people. If I have the connect, I just try to push, irrespective if anything is going to come out or not. Because I found out most times, like a talent manager, most times is that when you put money in front in quotes, and if there's a black and white written most times, and there's a percentage and all of that, everybody just being careful because the manager expects the musician to produce like the chicken lay more eggs. Why the artist wants the manager to get more gigs? You know,
I get that.
And you know, and it now depends on the location and all of that. It's not really easy. It's more spiritual than it meets the eye for me.
The moment your name came up this morning, and someone was like, "Are you bringing him in?" I said, "Yes, we are." And they were like, "Wow." So they've heard your song over time. So you were talking about how you started and where the hip hop artists we have right now, if they are doing so much as when you started.
Okay. So when we first started, you know, at that time there was practically no social media. You know, all we had was our radio OAP friends, DJs, the media basically, newspapers and everything. So the hustle was basically real because imagine an artist trying to come out of his community of so many artists to rise to stardom, you know. It involved going around. We used to make a lot of friends with DJs, radio OAPs and everything. Yeah, okay, yo, please, can you help me put my song inside your mix? Put this, and all that. And then there was Alaba Market, where this was the only place we could distribute albums, you know. I heard back in the days there were like a lot of record label, you know, foreign record labels here, you know, but they left during the military regime. So we're left with Alaba, which was the only way we could distribute the CDs all over Africa.
But despite those challenges, you were still able to rise.
Yes. So I'm just saying it was much harder then, you understand? You know, trying to build your name from the scratch and everything. But now you have social media platforms and a lot of distributing platforms at the click, just from a click of your phone. You can upload your song up for everybody all over the world. You know, we didn't have that time, you know. So it's much easier for them now than it was for us. But now for the younger artists, I call them the Gen Zs, they're more, I'd say, more advanced.
Okay.
You understand? Because they have all the tools, you know. And
but having the tools, does that make them lazy?
Well,
because
I don't know.
Just at a click, you already have a sound. At a click, you already have this. At a click, you already. Don't you think it makes them lazy?
Well, to an extent, it's not supposed to make them lazy. Actually, this is what's supposed to make the hard work bring in more results. You know. And now you can actually see that it's the ones that work hard enough that get right to the top. You understand? And there are very few. You know, a lot of them just go on social media trying to chase clouds, clicks and all that, but it doesn't translate to money per se.
Okay. Now, looking at the way the African hip hop sound, it sounds differently right now.
Yes.
Differently from other part of the world. What did you guys, those of you that started, what did you do exactly that brought out our own originality, that African mix? That's the sound. You can hear the infusion of our beats, of our dialect, our words, and, you know, our slangs. Let's not forget that.
Slangs,
What drove you to that point that say, okay, let's make this hip hop our own way instead of copying the other people's style?
Yeah, so, you know, the beautiful thing about hip-hop is it's an expressive genre of music, you know, where you first have to, you put your city on the map, your community on, and that's telling them where you're from, telling them the environment you grew up in, and basically you have to just, you know, be somebody that is a go-getter. So you understand? So I think basically the good thing about it now is, you know, you get to show the world what Nigeria is about. You understand?
Yeah.
in my raps, I use Pidgin English,
Yeah.
you know, and English. I mix up with English, and I try to sample from old songs or African songs.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example. I had a song that I won Headies in 2010.
Yes.
It's called Sample Ekwe. And we and my producer, Ferocious, we actually sampled Stereo Man's song.
Okay.
Yes, Ekwe, if you remember that song.
Yeah.
I got permission from him to sample it, you know. It's one of the hip-hop elements, you know, sampling.
Okay.
We sampled the song, made it perfect, you know. The reason why I say perfect, I don't use that word often.
Yeah.
Because it was the best blend of traditional and urban.
Okay.
You understand? And
yeah.
the music was great and everything. And as long as you project what you are about. We shot the video in Alaba. We shot it in the streets,
Yes.
basically, you know. And I had a T-shirt line I was floating at that time in 2005 called The Boys Are Not Smiling. And it was a reflection of the Nigerian society, the Nigerian youths, per se,
Okay.
you understand? Because anybody living in Nigeria, we face the same problems,
Yeah.
from lights failure to economic hardship. You know, these are the ones I can even remember.
Yeah.
You know, almost every Nigerian is going through a lot.
Yeah.
You understand? Even the rich people, they touch them. You understand?
Everybody goes.
Yeah, so we put all these little stories in our songs so that anybody hearing about it will have an idea of what Nigeria is about. Like, oh, okay, Nigeria is known for, they have a lot of traffic. There's this ewa going bread, they're known for their kaftan
Yeah.
and everything, you know. So if I can't hear your song or an album and tell 1, 2, or 3 things about you, then you've missed the whole point.
I have 2 questions. I don't know the
Okay.
one to go with first. Let me go with the one you said, that we infuse our stories into our songs. Do you think the songs we are producing, whereby we bring in our stories or the challenges we're having as a country or a continent, do you think the songs are helping to profess solutions to this problem? Or they are painting us in a different light to those in other continents of the world?
Okay, for me, there are 2 ways I tell stories. The first one, I'll tell you like it is. I'm not coming from that preachy
Okay.
point of view, you understand? Especially Gen Z now, they don't like being preached to. Yeah, that's the known fact, you know?
Okay.
So you find a way to tell the story with a message, like, okay, this person left his village, came to the big city, searching for fame and fortune. This happened. He started rolling with a gang. This, that. Then at the end of the story, you know, saw that there was nothing good that came out of it. Even though he made some money and everything, he got involved in some incident and everything. You know, so when you listen to that, you're not just. It's for you to judge and learn from it.
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't come out saying, "Hey, smoking is bad. This is." You understand?
Yeah,
But you still got that message.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And the second way is basically music is to lighten your mood. People are going through a lot all over the world, especially in Nigeria. You know, depression comes in different forms. Maybe when you don't mad, the entire psychiatrist, you get people are stress-related, you know, mental issues and everything. And music helps calm the soul. You understand? And in Nigeria, we're known for making a lot of happy music.
Yeah.
You understand?
I agree.
I'm sure you know some of them.
Course.
So that's, for me, music is very, very important, you know, in the society.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Terry. So, Stanslim, I want to, as a talent manager, I know you have an event coming up, but before we talk about the event, I want to talk about, there's a collaboration between you and Terry, the Rapman. I listened to it, and he talking about music. Tell us about that music.
Okay, still relating to what he's talking about, people going through a lot. How Una Dey is actually the title.
Okay.
When I did the first single, I did it alone while I was in Port Harcourt. I dropped it, but I wanted to remix the song and make it faster and all of that. So I said, the only person I know that can really tell the story well that I know is Terry.
Okay.
You understand? Two people that came to my mind, Terry, Pharaoh, that came to my mind, you know? So even at when I sent that beat, I wanted us to use the first beat, but they suggested that, no, I need to do a remake. And you know, these people are people that have done made hits.
Yes,
I said, no,
yes.
they have to work on it. I went with the idea. So he advised, Terry advised, why not we do it like this? And that's where collaboration comes, you know? And I said, okay, why not? Let's do it. And Ferocious produced it, voila, and it was a hit.
What did you say is the title again?
How na day? Like, I'm asking my people, how na day? KD boys, Abuja babes, Lagos boys, Pitakwa babes, how na day? You know? So we now narrated the whole story, then you now put the icing on the cake, you know, with a very fantastic 16 bars.
You are a talent manager. You have to organize events, you have to put things together, you have to do a whole lot, and you have one coming up soon. Like I said earlier, you explained how you were able to put this together. So how often do you have to put up events to ensure that your artists have a place to perform, or you just have to link them up somehow, some way to promote their music?
Okay, it's something like when I told you something about hunger, I make sure worst case scenario at least once in a month.
Okay.
All right. So basically, any place I am, be it I'm in Abuja at the moment or Port Harcourt. Like when I was in Port Harcourt, I was doing Port Harcourt Entertainment Night. A whole lot of artists that you know their name actually passed through that platform because I had a reputable media that was a part of the partner, because there are some people in their life they never had the opportunity to even be on TV.
Yeah.
Just like what he was saying, to even record songs, to even to be on TV. People don't have, so with these platforms, they cover it and they didn't televise it. Because, so basically I just use it, it's a vision I have to let those people to shine, even though you don't have money for TV station or radio, so at least to be seen. Okay, I have talent. When my mama say, oh, at the trials, this is not my song. Oh, the song sweet, but no video. But there's a way for you to be seen. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's that basically.
Talking about your event, I won't call it a show because it's not a paid
No, it's
event.
It's a free event. Okay. This is titled Rudiments of Music. Rudiments of Music in the sense that, you know, people come there to learn. And what I always do, I make sure I bring an A-list person. Like for this one, I'm featuring Terry Rapman. Yeah. So people can look up to him.
Yeah.
You understand? So I learn, okay, I can be like Terry. Some of them I get to see him and like maybe ask him a question. How far? I'll be encouraged.
Oh,
so you know that, yes, that's an indirect mentorship. So you know that, okay, I can be like Terry. From there they might learn his stage charisma. They might ask him one or two. So might have the opportunity to have interaction with him.
Yeah.
So might not really have much. But with that, it's learning already. It's a case study. So it's like using Terry as a case study to their music. Yeah. Many of them, by the time they go on, it's like, the way he did that song, I want to do something close to that, like that. I want to use it as a blueprint to say, okay, my music now will start having message instead of singing wala wala. You understand? So it's like a case study. So for this one, it's going to be happening. I have Terry. So Rudiment of Music. This is the first version here in Lagos, Lekki. This is the Valentine special because you know we have love in the air. Yeah. So this is the Valentine edition. So I'm partnering with Blue Moon Resort Hotel, Blue Moon Beach and Resorts, all right, to put this up. You understand? So they give their place so that we can use that place, and youths can learn and improve themselves basically, because he loves the owner, the CEO of the place love talents, the talent lover too.
That's beautiful. There's nothing.
He started dressing early.
Yes, sir?
Red. He can't wait for wait.
Yes.
Yeah, and I hope someone special is there too.
Yes, especially that place, you need to see the water body and all of that. Blooming is a place to be, You need to experience there too.
Okay, so is it just Terry the Rapman there too?
No, we have Terry the Rapman, we have Durus, we have our own very amazing Idolo. It's going to be there live and direct. We're going to have Aurelie is going to be there. Okay. Anne is going to be there from a sister station. She's also going to be there. Big Dula is going to be there. And a lot, Short Family, and the list goes on and on. So anybody listening to the sound of my voice, if you know you're talented, you're super talented,
platform to come and showcase
you sing,
your talent.
you rap, you can dance and all of that, you just come. This is the platform, and you're definitely going to see it on social media and also on TV.
Yeah.
So you can learn when you go home, you watch yourself again and say, am I improving? So you can have that zeal. And again, the best part is that it's a place where you network. Now, if you're coming there now, you're going to meet
other
superstar,
Terry and the likes.
So what about you? You don't meet you too. I'm meeting a whole lot of people. Huh?
Okay, Terry.
She's going to be there, right?
Who?
Right.
Oh,
Terry.
Absolutely, she's going to be there.
Okay, we're going to talk about that after the show. Meanwhile, it's been a while. People heard your new songs. Yes. So many people have been asking when they're giving us a new song, what is happening, or what's even happening with Terry the Rapman right now?
Yeah, so I've been away from Lagos 8 years now.
Oh.
Yeah, I took that long break. There was a time like my career was just stagnant. I didn't even know what was happening, even to myself, to my career. You know, these things happen, you know. And the reason why I'm talking about it because I know there are artists out there too who are dealing with depression. A lot of people do not know. They see the videos, they see people smiling in pictures and everything, but they don't see what happens in real life, you understand? It's a lot of pressure when you have fame. Everybody recognizes you. You know, you cannot do things like every regular person without being, you know, anything you do is being magnified, you know, I'd say to an extent, you know. You take a bike or car from here to here, people are asking questions. What happened to his car?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. So for me, the music, I wasn't like giving the music the way I was doing before. Like as usual, I knew there was something wrong, so I had to do like what you call like an introspective. I had to just fall back and work on myself. Yeah. So in between that time, I was up north doing other things, and like I said, I was actually thinking of giving music like a final goodbye. Wow. You understand? But fans were like, you didn't even tell us goodbye, you just cut off and everything, you know. So in between that time, I kept getting messages upon messages on my social media, people asking, what's going on, Terry? We need the music. And I'm there thinking like, okay, at least these people don't forget me. Or, we get. So I just started jotting down ideas, song, lyrics, and everything, you know. And in between that time, I discovered myself more. You know, what you get to find out what are your flaws, what's your strengths and everything you get. So I'm still a work in progress, but I've gone through a lot of self-evaluation. So I'm back here in Lagos, and it's like coming back to college as an adult. You're going back to, you know. So now you're in school with younger, the younger artists, and
you want to
whether you like it or not, you're in competition with them. You understand? I'm telling you, it's really crazy how sometimes I'm in the studio and they're looking at me like, Baba, you never retire. Still, you want to do this thing with us. I'm telling you, you know, but I don't look at it like any, you know, it's all healthy competition for me. You understand? If they're not there, I don't think I'll be gingered enough, you know. So I'm even learning new things from them. You know, it's a whole new ball game now. We have the AI music now, AI way of doing videos, and I'm trying to like so much to learn. Yes, you know.
Tell us about 2050. I saw it somewhere.
Yes. So 2050 is more of an idea than a song. There was always this, especially on social media, there's always this topic people are always going against. Like, why can't we produce our own Jay-Z's, our own M&M's, our own 50 Cents? And, you know, and it's something that's actually been going on in rap music for a long time. A lot of people still arguing that hip-hop has lost its flair since back in the days. It's not what it used to be anymore. Like, okay, some people even put up debates like, man, imagine say Eminem now just can't diss Nigerian rappers. Who will come out defend us? If 50 Cent just attack us now, who will come out defend us? You know, that's where I got the whole idea from. You get. So it's like me defending Nigeria now, coming out and telling people our story. from the hip hop point of view and everything. Like even with all the setbacks and everything, look at how good we're doing. You know, I mentioned earlier about the power failure. You know? That alone is a problem. You're recording the studio, light fluctuation in between recording is so frustrating because sometimes that thing is like magic. You're trying to capture it and then light goes off and then you have to get your energy back again. You know, it's very frustrating. You have to go again. Go and look for fuel, get gen on. Before then, your whole vibe has dulled, you know. So with all that, I always say till tomorrow, Nigeria has some of the greatest rappers in the whole of Africa. Wow. You understand? But we're still yet, our music has not really exploded. Yes, I'm happy about the Afrobeats explosion, but with rap music, it still hasn't gotten quite there. And a lot of foreigners have said so many impressive things about our Nigerian rappers, you know. So that's what 2050 is about. Me just exploring my lyrical...
I think, for me, I really love Nigerian African rappers so much compared to the foreigners out there. Sincerely speaking, I'm not speaking because I'm an African or Nigerian. I'm saying it because I tend to understand what they say more than... the other people, I can relate. So it's a good thing. So the video, is it out?
Yes. I shot more like a cypher video that I collaborated with Maverick Sessions.
Okay.
Yeah, and the video was fantastic. It was dope. And I had a follow-up single. I dropped 2 singles, actually. 2050 and a song called Tsunami, which I worked with a rising act called Suni. She's amazing. Look her up. Tsuni. She uses a little bit of Afrobeats and the Alte vibes and everything. You know. So me coming back in the game with the name I have and everything, people want to hear something fresh from me and everything. So I collaborate with a lot of young producers and artists as well to give that fresh vibe and all.
Yes, Stanslim, what do you have to tell African youth or young talents right now that are watching as regarding holding on and never giving up? You are a talent manager, and I believe you've had talent that at a point they tell you, boss, I can't continue. What do you have to tell them? What's the word of encouragement? Okay,
what I would tell you that I will still pick up down my line. The situations you go through are necessary for you to realize that you're great. Just keep pushing on, you know. Your number one fan is actually your family members. But you know the funniest part? When they laugh at you, don't get bad. They say, you see me rap, you see they do music, or you go drink guitar. You understand? See, rap no dey for this country.
Most Nigerians just have that sarcastic flair.
Okay, let me show.
Sometimes we don't mean it. We just, that's how we talk.
No. You let me also tell. Most times, like I can remember, let me give my own example. Like, yes, my home knows that I've spent a lot of money in music. They all feel that, my music is my girlfriend. I spend a lot in my music. I still do music because with what they see on TV, they expect to have seen me with Lamborghini and all of that. So something actually happened recently with my brother. I had to buy a lot of stuff with him. I say, eat it. This is music money. eat it. I said, do you know what you're eating right now? When you finish eating, you just ate music money. So you just laugh.
I hope you continue eating.
Why not?
Yeah, you should. So your final word?
So basically, just have that desire. Just know that you have a target. Just keep in that spark because you know your future. Because the truth is that, like what Terry said earlier on, like for me, I've quitted music severally, but I just found out that, man, music is something for your life. You keep doing your music till DIE. You know, till you're 6 feet, man. You even be singing there in heaven.
Absolutely.
Yes. And Terry, you are, anyways, you don't even look like someone who has been in the industry for years. You look so young but
can you guess my age?
Music vampire.
Sincerely speaking, I can't.
Look at boss your head.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old.
Okay.
I think all the viewers just froze.
Yeah.
I know that silence so that I will hear the cricket screeching. Okay. I want to say more than that. So that in my place, you are supposed to be called Baba. But someone will still tell you, hey, guy, what's up? Because you really don't look it. So, an advice for someone in his 20s. in his early or late teens that want to come into the hip-hop music?
It's interesting you should ask that, because sometimes I ask myself this question. I imagine a lot of things a lot. Imagine if I met my younger self,
Yeah.
20 years, you understand? Or more, there's so many things I would tell him, like, you know, because the experience actually molds you. And,
Yeah.
you know, one thing for sure, don't quit. You know, you will get so many challenges. Anybody that tells you it's easy is just setting you up, honestly. There's no shortcut to success. You always have to, because it's the building process. You know, it's like blacksmiths. You know, he has to put the iron in the fire to be able to shape it and everything, you know. And I think that's what it does for us. Working on your stage craft, learning how to record. It's not, people think you just go into the studio and then you mic. No, there's so many things from how you deliver on tracks, you know. And for me, I studied the greats, you know, the Tupacs, the Biggies, you know, down to the Kanye West, J. Cole's, Kendrick Lamar's. And I wouldn't say I was copying, but I was learning how to rap from them. Then with that, I now created my own style.
Yeah.
You understand? And you always have to put God too first, because, I mean, if you don't believe in the higher being, what is the use? The person that actually gave you the talent, I'm sorry, I'm even using person, the creator that gave us the talent, we have to give thanks every time.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
It is not.
But just never give up, keep pushing, and you never know when it could just be your time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Terry the Rapman and Stanslim Odogwu, for coming on today's show. And before we go, this is Just Africa. Here we do Africa. You're from Nasarawa State.
Yes.
What do you speak there?
I'm a Tiv man.
Tiv man.
Tiv man.
Yeah, he is from Port Harcourt. And you speak Igbo. Yeah, I don't need to ask because your name is Odogwu. Okay, so I'll start with you, Terry the Rapman. You're going to speak your dialect.
Okay.
That's the part we don't tell anybody.
All right.
So you're going to speak a dialect, you're going to greet your fans, you're going to greet your viewers, and tell them to watch Just Africa on Sickness Television. Over to you.
Okay. Msonechi, Motiame Terry the Rapman. Ungu watching Just Africa. All right? Peace.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so, Odogwu, we're waiting for you to speak. What do you speak first?
What do you want me to speak? Hausa, Igbo? Which one do you want?
Oh, that's true. Which is your dialect? I know you speak Hausa very well.
Okay. So I'm from Imo State.
Okay. Okay, so speak Igbo.
Okay. Ezigbo Fambu Stanley Odogwu, a.k.a. Alhaji Brim. Actually, I couldn't let Just Africa or TV station of them.
Oh, yeah, say it in Hausa.
Okay. Jamaa Nagishoku Snana Stanslim, a.k.a. Alhaji Brim. Wallahi, akwai bambanci da kunun aya da kunun dawa. Wannan Just Africa, ku ringa kalla Just Africa. Don't touch it! Leave it!
Thank you. And so is the story of Nigerian hip hop is really the story of belief. Believe that our voices matter. Believe that our slang, our struggles, our laughter, and our streets are worthy of a beat. What began as an imitation became identity. What started in a small studio in noisy neighborhoods now echoes across continents. So you can see that today, beyond the charts, words, and the global stages, the real victory is this. We found our sound, and we owned it.